Guys, what I'm doing is showing you when you properly train an animal. They'll do pretty much what you ask them to do. This is Rex, and Rex loves doing things I ask him to do. Obviously he gets treats, right? And there's a reason I'm showing you this. Walk with me. Walk with me. Walk with me. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, Rex does things with hand signals. He does things when he listens to my voice. He's acknowledged. He's praised. He gets his treats, and we have a lot of fun doing this. He likes performing, and you know, when I work with Rex, I've always worked with my dogs because I want my dogs to understand what I'm communicating. So if I'm on a walk with Rex, if he's very far away, I can do this, and he knows what to do, so he heels up. So if he can't hear me, he's a long ways away, I can control my dog, make certain he stays out of trouble. But if he's jumping on someone, I can say sit, I can use my hand signals, and he'll do those things. And then when kids are over, we can have fun, he can perform, he can walk on his hind legs, he can play dead, he can do all those other things. And people often ask, they say, well, my dog's not like that. A lot of dogs don't have that. This is a golden doodle. Oh, they're supposed to be really smart. Well, I can assure you that all dogs are smart and all dogs can do these things. The difference is what has the trainer done? Who's the leader? Okay, so if you're not communicating effectively and repeating that communication to where over time they understand that whether it's a hand signal, or whether it's a voice signal, up, good boy. Okay, and then acknowledge and praise. You're not going to get Rex or your dog or anyone else in your life like your team, like your patients, to be compliant, to understand what you want, to do the things that are going to be effective. So when it comes to, when I hear clients ask the question, or they'll have struggles with some of maybe their staff or patients not being compliant. Well, we know that sometimes we get staff that aren't going to be the best, and maybe we can't keep them. We also get patients that we probably shouldn't have brought into the practice to begin with. But more times than not, there's a miscommunication. More times than not, when that staff member is not happy, I go back and I talk, who's leading? Or, when they left, did you know exactly what they wanted from their career, where they wanted to be a year from now, where they want to be 3 years from now? Are they getting what they want now? Are they in the job role that they can be most effective at? Have we communicated that? Have we done tests like Colby to find out where they should be? When it comes to patient compliance, do they know exactly? Are you following up? Are you giving the instructions? Are you recognizing when they do good things, right? Rex, up you go. Good boy, good boy. And I recognize him and I give him his treat and he's happy with that. He wants to keep performing. What are you doing with your team? What are you doing with your practice members? And so, we had a client the other day talk to Mary, who's one of my team members, has been with me for years, and she said, what happened over at the practice that he kept you guys around so long? What was different? And she made some great compliments, and Mary, that was very nice. And she goes, well, it was the truth. And she said things like, Dr. Webb was a leader. He was always there pursuing the next place to go to become better as a practitioner, better as a business person. And I felt confident working with that person because I knew I'd always have a job. He was always doing things. He would never ask someone else to do something he couldn't do, but he would delegate well. And he was always training. We had training from 7 to 10 every single Monday. And when she came on board, we worked several years at that, but I'd been doing this when I came back into practice. I was back in practice for about 8 years before I retired again. And she was like, well, did you guys ever miss a meeting? She goes, no. nothing ever came up that was more important than that 7 to 10 meeting on Monday. He was always there. We always had training to do, role playing, all these kind of things. And it's that training that my team knew what to do. They were communicated well. They performed well. They knew whatever my gestures were. They knew my tone of voice. They knew my mood. They knew everything. And we behaved with each other. I knew them too, right? I know Rex. I know his mood. And it's up to me to be a good owner to know where he's at, if he's feeling good, if he's not feeling good, if he wants to play, if he doesn't want to play, so we can have a good relationship. And it's the same thing what your practice members see in you. They want to see a leader. They want to know someone that's effectively in their communication. And we always train communication. And then if those things are taking place right, and you're repetitive at it, and you're rewarding those practice members, you're rewarding your team, then these things are going to happen. Just like Rex performing for me, you're going to get the performance you want. You're going to get the kind of environment you want, and everyone's happy. So I know it's a different way to do a lesson, but hope you enjoy it.